What's up guys? If you're looking for a thrilling survival games on your mobile device, then look no further cause. In this video we've handpicked the top 15 best offline survival games that deliver intense action and immersive gameplay right at your fingertips. So hit that like button if you found this video helpful and subscribe to Pro Gaming with bell notification turned on. Now let's get started.
Last Pirate Survival Island. Purchase's Last Pirate Survival Island is a game where you start as a castaway on a deserted island. It's fun to begin with exploring the island, gathering resources and building a shelter, but after a while the game gets repetitive. Also the end enemies, like zombies and skeletons, are pretty easy to defeat. I think the game could be better with more variety, maybe different Obsession, Erythros. If you love the gritty survival experience of Unturned, Obsession Erythros is like its polished story-driven mobile cousin. It captures the same core elements: open world exploration, resource scavenging, craft, and a constant fight for survival against all kinds of threats. Expect a haunting atmosphere, challenging encounters, and a mystery. Wintercraft. Wintercraft is a survival game offline simulator, set in a large open world of winter forest. You have to gather resources, build a winter house, craft weapons and tools, hunt animals and predators with bow and arrow, and explore the forest. You also have to deal with the cold and weather, which can affect your health and stamina. And if that's not enough, you also have to find your missing father who disappeared in the forest. Wintercraft is a Zombie Forest 3. Zombie Forest 3 is a game where you enter a post-apocalyptic world that is overrun by zombies, mutants, and other toxic creatures. The game has a great and colorful 3D graphics that make you feel like you're really in a zombie-infested forest. I think Zombie Forest 3 is an amazing game for fans of horror, survival, and shooting games. Bunker 22. Bunker 22 is a great game for fans of zombie survival games. It has a captivating story, a rich gameplay, and a scary atmosphere. It is not a game for the faint of heart though, as it has a lot of gore, violin, and jump scares. The game is not very long, as it can be completed in about 3 hours. However, the game has a lot of replay value, as you can try different paths, weapons, and endings. If you are looking for a game that will keep you on the edge of your seat, then Bunker. The open world action RPG where you ruin everything. As you ascend from your shelter after the long years, a brave new old world awaits you. A world inhabited with nasty and vile creatures. A world with no other human soul to be seen. A world with no other human soul to be seen. A world with nature in rains now. A world that's about to get even worse. You need to find a way to escape the wretched. After That Day. After That Day is a game where you try to survive after a big disaster. You need to find food, water, and build a place to stay. It's hard at first, but it's fun to learn new things. However, the game gets repetitive quickly once you've gathered the basics. There isn't much else to do besides searching for more stuff or fighting zombies. It's a deep Underwater Survival. 129 megabyte underwater survival, like a very simplified version of Subnautica's for mobile. It has the underwater exploration and survival aspects, but a lot is missing. The world feels empty compared to Subnautica's rich environments and diverse creatures. If the developers add more content, creatures, and depth to the gameplay, it could become a decent underwater survival experience. For now, it's a fun. Radiation Island. In Radiation Island, you are one of the survivors of the experiment, and you have to find a way to get back to your own world. But first you have to survive the dangers of the island, which include radiation, zombies, wild animals, and other players. Radiation Island has a lot of depth, variety, and challenge, and it is also free to download and play. Raft Survival, Desert Nomad. Raft Survival Desert Nomad is a game where you start your journey on a floating raft in the middle of a west desert. The game has a lot of features that make it fun and engaging. For example, you can explore different locations such as ruins, caves, oases, and more. You can also complete quests and follow a storyline that reveals the secrets of the desert. Sailor's Odyssey. Sailor's Odyssey is a pirate-themed adventure game that lets you explore, fight, and plunder on a mysterious island. The game's gameplay is fun and addictive, but it also has some flaws. The game is not very optimized. Ark Survival Evolved Mobile. 2.92 GB Ark Survival Evolved is a free-to-play mobile version of the popular PC and console game. Ark Survival Evolved is a game that challenges you to survive and thrive on a mysterious island. Where you start. Out alone and unarmed, you have to deal with 80 plus different dinosaurs and primal creatures. Live or Die, Zombie Survival. Live or Die is a game that combines elements of RPG survival simulator shooting games and action. You start the game as a lone survivor who wakes up in a shelter after a mysterious cataclysm. You have to gather resources, craft tools and weapons, build and upgrade your shelter, and fight off hordes of zombie and other enemies. X Survive. X Survive is a 3D sandbox game that promises a unique survival experience on an unknown planet. The game has two modes: survival and creative. In survival mode, you have to manage your hunger, thirst and energy, as well as fight against enemies and environmental hazards. In creative mode, you have unlimited resources and freedom to build anything you want. If you are looking for a mobile game